Last year's over. This is a whole new year, whole new schedule, a bunch of new kids, but hopefully they're going to take the past and learn from it and use it as motivation, but also, have that little chip on their shoulder that they want to do better or they want to do as well, and they want to carry on what we got started here.
On the heels of a state semifinals appearance, much has changed for Bowling Green football, including the guy now calling the shots. Joe Chin's transition into administration might have otherwise been debilitating to a program with the best working momentum in Northeast Missouri. But having a Hall of Fame fallback option in offensive coordinator Mark St. Clair is an elite backup plan. All Mark did last season was call plays for what was the nation's most prolific per-game offense. And arming him with a future Division I tailback in Wyoming pledge Blaine Bryant seems downright unfair.
Well, like every team, we're going to be led by our seniors, and Blaine's one of those, and he brings an element to the field, and an intensity, a way of playing the game that we hope will carry over to a lot of other kids.
He's a great player. He's super athletic. He's super smart about football. And obviously that scholarship's well deserved. And then we also got Dane Dunn. He's a great running back too coming in. We just got a good group of guys back there at running back.
The rest of the Bobcats' skill position arsenal is getting a bit of an overhaul, most notably in replacing a 3-year starter and perennial All-Stater at quarterback. But Jace Eskew brings a lot of enviable assets to the job of trying to succeed Dylan Dalton.
Jace Eskew is going to step in there fine. He's worked hard, a good athlete that's got a good throwing arm, and he can run. So, we're looking forward to him leading our offense, and we think, down the road he's going to be quite a weapon on the offensive side.
It helps last year a lot because he got some reps last year, and he was kind of our second string last year. And Dylan was a great quarterback, and Dylan was kind of like a fullback type of quarterback, and he always gave Jace a hard time, just kind of grooming him and making sure he's tough, and Jace is a tough kid, and we got a lot of confidence in him to fill Dylan's spot.
He was relentless. he remembered plays very well. He was real smart, so being able to lead a team like him, it's just something special, everybody wants to be a leader like that. It was a good experience watching him.
And despite all the turnover, it's still an enviable asset situation, both in terms of line play and potential weapons for any quarterback.
It's a super important thing just because you've been playing with those guys ever since you were young. You just have that chemistry.
I love it. There was a lot of sophomores last year that were second strings, and they got some varsity reps when if they'd ever come in the second half or something. And there's a lot of them we got a couple sophomores that are getting some snaps at varsity, and then they're doing great. And we got a couple new seniors who haven't played in a couple of years who are doing really good too. And we got a lot of juniors that are stepping up and doing great things for us too. Got some on the line, some at running back, and then our quarterback. And they've done a great job.
And yet the Bobcats' calling card strength this season may actually be on the other side of the football, where 6 holdover starters return, including All-State edge threat Harrison Hunt.
Well, you got to start with our 2 linebackers. We got both linebackers returning, and Bryson Brandenberger and Blaine Bryant. And then, we've moved Dane Dunn out to the outside at outside backer. But, we also have some returning guys up front, and Harrison Hunt. He's the big anchor on the D-line, and then Lucas Jennings also returns up front. So we return quite a bit of experience and quite a bit of size and speed on the defensive side.
What I kind of think separates our defense is not the people who know they're not going to make plays, still do their job to set other people up to make plays. Like Blaine made a lot of big plays last year, and that was our other middle linebacker, Bryson Brandenberger, which I think he gets overlooked a lot because he does his job very, very well. And he always has, and he may not make a lot of big plays, but he's always going to do his 1/11th, and I think that's what makes our defense very special, is everyone does their 1/11th.
The one thing that seemingly has not changed in Bobcat country this year is the expectation level, both external and internal.
We have some replacing to do, but our kids understand that. I've talked to them about that. I've said, there's a lot of people that thought they just rode the shoulders of a bunch of seniors last year, and our kids don't feel that way. They feel like we're going to get out and we're going to compete. We're going to do well, and I fully expect us to compete each and every week at a high level.
It's unlimited. We have so much potential. I think we could go to state. Every team wants to go to state, but I think we could be that team that wins.